Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Fan Takeover Ultimate Edition Jeff Hardy figure. This was an Amazon exclusive, and I never saw it up on for sale on Amazon, but I was able to find it on eBay for a decent price, so I get to look at it today, and I'm really happy about that because I've always had a lot of love for the Hardy Boys as a team and as individuals, so it's great to see both of them just having flourishing careers, whether they're together or apart. And this look is based off a 2008 look for Jeff, and I was not watching wrestling at that point in time, but it's cool to go back and look at all this stuff and kind of enjoy it from now. So yeah, great figure overall. So let's take a look at it. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, I really like what Mattel did with this figure. I love this look for Jeff Hardy. However, I am going to address the one thing that everyone brought up when this was revealed, and I do agree. It just doesn't detract as much as it seemed to for some people. For me, and that is like the upper torso is very, very wide. And for comparison, we look at Jeff Hardy's recent Elite. It's kind of hard to do with the turnbuckles here. And that's much more in line with how his actual physique looks, where this is a little more kind of puffed out. So, that is a little strange, putting next to each other here. So, and you can see there's a lot of reuse here. So, the arms are the same, and entire lower body is the exact same thing. That head sculpts are different naturally, and you got some different articulation here. So basically all the difference here really comes in from the waist up, excluding the arms. But other than that, again, really like this look for Jeff, and really happy to have this. I thought they did a great job with the face paint. Clearly it's the face printing technology, because you can see kind of the sort of dot matrix sort of deal. But really love the ombre for his hair color here. I thought that was really well done. You can see the Jeff Hardy symbol tattoo there. You got his tattoos coming down his arm here, and the arm warmers are painted on. There's no sculpt, which is a little sad, but they do continue. The fingernails painted, the tattoos go on down to the fingers. Only complaint I really have with the paint is there's a little bit of slop here at the belt, just kind of, but it happens. Everything else is super clean though, and I really like that. So aesthetics, in my opinion, are definitely good here. For accessories, well, we don't get quite as much as we'd get with some other Ultimate Editions. We still get a pretty solid loadout here, so let's get right into this. So starting off right out of the box, you get your standard C-grip hands, which have the arm warmers printed on. You got the nail polish, and then right hand has the tattoos on it. And then for other hands, we get Jeff's signature hand motion or hand gesture, same thing. So, the paint with the arm warmers and the nail polish, we get the tattoos. So, really well done. Get that to focus. There we go. So you got all that. So that's really nicely done. Then we get a soft goods shirt, just a standard black tank top, and that does fit right over the torso pretty nicely. And we get an alternate head sculpt. So we saw the standard one in the last section, and actually saw a close-up of this in the intro. I love this head sculpt. This looks great. Just the intensity, it really comes across. So this might be the one that I leave on the figure itself, but we'll see. And then finally, we get the WWE title. And this is probably the most solid one I've experienced so far. Some of the other ones haven't felt quite as hefty. This one feels like it's put together really well, and just the plastic for the actual leather piece is nice and thick. So yeah, looks really nice. Lots of nice details. Everything looks pretty good. A little bit hard to make out this top piece, but I mean that's the most minor gripe ever. So you can probably just let that go. And that's accessories. Oh, and before I forget, because I forgot this in the box, we do get also the piece of cloth that Jeff often has hanging off of his pants, and that just ports in to the back of his pants right here. And so this is the same thing with the Elite Collection version, and it just comes out super easy. So if you really want that in, you're probably going to have to glue it. So that will do it for accessories. For Articulation, we got some pretty good stuff going on, as we tend to get with the WWE Ultimate Editions. So getting into that from top to bottom, our head is on a ball joint, and not going to look down incredibly much, but we do get something, which is pretty nice. We get some decent up, and we get some tilt thanks to that ball joint being set in the neck. Then we get some buttery smooth butterfly joints, which come into hinge and swivel shoulders and a bicep swivel. So lots of options there. Double jointed elbows, hinge and swivel wrists, all horizontal hinges. And then we get a ball joint in the diaphragm. So that's going to bring us around. Not too much on the crunch. Again, pretty much none of the Mattel figures get crazy there. But then we get some okay back. And we got our swivel at the waist. Then at the hips, we're coming out about that far. So decent, not crazy. We do have some thigh swivel. Focus in again, there we go. Double jointed knees, folded in half, so really good range there. And then we got the feet, which because of this pant sculpt isn't gonna get too crazy. So you just basically got that kind of movement. You get kind of better rocker than you get with other Mattel wrestling figures, so there's definitely that. And finally, a toe joint. So that is Articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here is Jeff with some other wrestling figures. With some Hasbro. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with an Articulated Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the Ultimate Edition Jeff Hardy is that this is, I think it's a great figure. I definitely love it, despite the weird proportions and, the one bit of paint slop and stuff like that. I still think this is great. I know the reaction was mixed from collectors and fans and all that, but it definitely worked for me, even though this was scooped up and you literally could not find it on Amazon at all. Yeah, that is what it is. But in any event, I guess your only hope at this point is secondary market. Prices weren't too bad, again, because I think basically scalpers bought everything for this. And, naturally, hey, the prices plummeted. Surprise, surprise. So you might be able to get this for very, very close to retail like I did. So I wish you best of luck in that. And regardless, if I can find the page still up on Amazon, I will link it. And this will probably be the only video I've ever done that for, because Amazon can suck it. But so if you can find this, definitely get it. And once again, I wish you luck. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. Not only that, but there will be other ways to support the channel in the description below as well. So ultra thanks to you one last time for watching, and please take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.